We've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go here in Baltimore. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Next the score, Ravens 7, Chiefs 0.
After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 40.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Henry. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Chiefs nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Room to run at the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
A gain there of 27 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, KC.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
Oh, we're ready.
It is 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
180. Come on. 180. You are X. You are X.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Sit up. Sit up.
They're going to go right back to Henry. That's powerful running. Lowers his shoulder and picks up 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
T, ready? Let's go.
3rd and 5.
180.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
180. Sit up.
2nd down. Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
180. 180. Hey, Ozzie. Sit up. Oh.
On play action, here's Jackson. Escaping to his left.
4th and short, initially, you could tell. He's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the 1st down, keeps this drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts...
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Brings up 4th down.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with it.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that near.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And he's going to be after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. Now, a carry for Hunt. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Ravens take over.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodies his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes going to keep it himself.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Chiefs First
It's a
down.
gain of 14 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
At the 48-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow.
He takes off.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Hunt. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the
It's
line.
a loss of 3.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They come up for 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. A run with Pacheco.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a 3rd down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and The play ends up going nowhere.
Mahomes now on second down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins.
Yeah.
Here we go. First and goal. They go with Hunt. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone.